I never thought someone close to me would actually try to replace me. I mean, who even thinks like that? It all started 3 weeks ago, when my friends in class suddenly wouldn't look me in the eye. They'd whisper, then go quiet whenever I sat down. At first, I thought maybe I said something weird, or maybe I missed a homework group chat. But then I noticed something way more suspicious. Every time I walked into school, people would stare like they already knew something about me, something I didn't even know myself. I tried ignoring it, pretending everything was normal. But inside, it felt like a storm was slowly building. The craziest part? The person behind all of this was someone I trusted the most, and before she could finish her plan, I found the evidence. The first real sign something was off happened during lunch. My best friend, Aisha, wasn't sitting at our usual table. Instead, she was with Sarah, the new girl who joined last month. They were laughing loudly, like I wasn't even walking right past them. When Aisha finally noticed me, she didn't wave like she usually did. She just gave this small awkward smile and looked away. I sat alone for the first time in I don't even remember how long. At first, I tried to convince myself it was nothing. People can make new friends. Totally normal. But then, the next day, Aisha didn't text me the notes from class like she always does. And when I asked her about our project, she just said, "Actually, I'm working with someone else now." Someone else, just like that. No explanation. No apology. Not even a proper conversation. That night, I stared at my phone for hours, wondering what I did wrong. I checked every message, every chat, searching for some clue. Then suddenly, a notification popped up about me. A rumor. On a school page I wasn't even following, and that was just the beginning. The post wasn't directly tagging me, but everyone knew who it was about. The caption said something like, "Some people pretend to be nice, but don't be fooled. They talk behind everyone's backs." The worst part? The comments were full of hints pointing straight at me, little emojis, inside jokes, things only someone close to me would know. My stomach dropped. It didn't make sense. I kept scrolling, hoping I was imagining it, but the more I read, the clearer it became. Someone was trying to make everyone believe I was a fake friend, and guess who suddenly started replying to every comment? Sarah, half friendly, half shady, like she was innocently agreeing with people, but the truth was obvious. She didn't know anything about me when she first arrived. Someone told her things, someone close, small blue diamond. More weird things kept happening. People I barely talked to started acting cold. Someone laughed when I walked into math class. Even teachers were giving me that concerned look. At home, my mom noticed I wasn't eating much and asked if everything was okay. I wanted to tell her, but I didn't even know where to begin. What would I say? "Oh hey, someone is trying to erase me from my own life." It sounded dramatic even in my head. Small blue diamond. Then something happened that I couldn't ignore. The following morning, I went to school early to finish homework in the library. Almost no one was there, just a few seniors and Aisha sitting near the back. I was walking past her table quietly, when I overheard my own name, not whispered, not accidentally, but mentioned openly, like my name wasn't mine anymore. And right there, in that moment, I heard Sarah say words that froze me completely. "Don't worry, she's not going to be around us anymore. I already made sure of that." And Aisha didn't correct her, she didn't defend me, she didn't even look uncomfortable, she just nodded, like she agreed, like she wanted that. For the first time, I realized this wasn't just someone spreading a rumor, this was a plan, and somehow, I was already being replaced. For the rest of the day, every class felt heavier than usual. I kept replaying the words in my head, I already made sure of that. What exactly did she mean? What was she planning? By lunch, I couldn't take it anymore. I decided I had to talk to Aisha directly. Not in front of people, not where her new friends could watch, but somewhere private like we used to talk. So I sent her a simple message. Can we talk after school? She didn't reply, not even a single emoji, but weirdly, she didn't block me either. Small blue diamond. After school I waited near the gate until almost everyone had left. I was close to giving up when I finally saw Aisha walking toward me with her backpack and earphones hanging around her neck. She looked surprised, like she didn't expect me to actually wait. I tried staying calm. I asked her directly, "What's going on between us? Did I do something?" She avoided eye contact. She just kept looking at the ground like it suddenly became interesting. Then she said the one sentence that completely confused me. "I don't know, maybe we just need space." Space? After years of friendship? Small blue diamond. I asked again, "Aisha, what did I do? If I hurt you, tell me." Her voice shook a little, like she was nervous about something else entirely. "I don't want problems. I just think things are better this way." Better? For who? Before I could say another word, someone called her name from behind. Of course it was Sarah. She walked toward us, smiling like she owned the moment. Then she slid her arm around Aisha's shoulder like they'd known each other forever. She looked at me and said calmly, "Don't make this dramatic. Everyone already knows." Everyone already knows what? That moment made me realize something important. Sarah wasn't just trying to be friends with Aisha, she wanted to replace me completely, like I didn't exist in Aisha's world anymore, and Aisha was letting it happen. After that day, everything felt different. I stopped waiting for Aisha to text because I already knew she wouldn't. But something in my gut told me this wasn't just distance or new friends. Someone was trying to turn everyone against me, and I finally got proof. Small blue diamond. It happened by accident. I was doing homework in the computer lab during study period. When I sat down, I realized the student before me hadn't logged out of their school email. Guess whose email it was? Sarah's. I didn't plan to snoop. I actually clicked log out, but a new message popped up right in front of me. The preview said, "Aisha, send me the screenshots. I'll post it tonight." My heart literally stopped for a second. Screenshots of what? I didn't open anything. I knew that would be wrong, but that one line was enough to understand something huge. Sarah wasn't just spreading rumors. She was collecting things about me and sharing them. Small blue diamond. Later that evening I checked my phone like 10 times every minute. And then around 9 p.m., a new post appeared on that same school page. This time it wasn't just a vague rumor, it sounded personal, details only someone very close to me would know, something about how I act nice but gossip about everyone privately. Which I never did. The comments came fast, people tagging each other, laughing, assuming it was true, and in the middle of all those comments, I saw Aisha's username, not defending me, not correcting anything, just reacting with a nervous emoji, like she was scared to say the truth. Small blue diamond. That night I couldn't sleep. I wasn't angry. That I wasn't even sad. That I was confused. Why would Aisha give screenshots to someone who clearly wanted to tear me down? Why wasn't she talking to me directly? And most importantly, what was Sarah planning next? Because it felt like she wasn't done yet, not even close. The final blow happened during assembly. Someone passed around a printed screenshot, a message that looked like it came from me, complaining about almost everyone in class, except the font didn't match, and the profile picture was slightly blurred. A fake account. Someone literally created a fake version of me. People stared at me like they were waiting for a reaction, but instead of panicking, something clicked inside me. If this was fake, then whoever made it must have saved things somewhere. Small blue diamond. The turning point. Later, in the library, I heard two girls arguing quietly. One of them whispered, "Sarah went too far, she literally edited DMs." Edited? That was the word that changed everything. That I recorded that tiny conversation on my phone, not faces, just audio of what was said. Teachers always say record evidence if you're being targeted, and I went straight to our counselor. That I didn't accuse anyone, that I just explained calmly what had been happening and showed the post, the comments, and the audio. She took it seriously, way more seriously than I expected. Small blue diamond. What happened next shocked me. Turns out, someone else had also complained about Sarah before, for doing nearly the exact same thing at her previous school. Rumors, screenshots, fake accounts, same pattern. The school called in both of our parents and investigated everything properly, and when they finally confronted Sarah with the evidence, she admitted she created the fake posts. I was honestly more surprised than relieved. Small blue diamond. Aisha's apology. A couple days later, Aisha came to me, nervous, avoiding eye contact like she couldn't even look at herself. She said quietly, "I'm really sorry. I believed things without asking you. She told me you didn't want to be friends with me anymore." Sarah told her that I was replacing her. Everything had been flipped upside down. Aisha started crying, and honestly, I could tell she felt terrible. I wasn't ready to be best friends like before, but I said something honest. "I forgive you, but trust takes time." She nodded, and she actually respected that. Small blue diamond. What I learned: someone tried to replace me, tried to erase me, tried to rewrite who I was, but the truth came out, because truth eventually does. And now, I'm way more careful about who I call a friend. Not everyone who smiles at you is on your side, but the right people, the real ones, don't need to be convinced, they just stay.